We're common loaded for bear. All right, race car's ready to go. So back out here on the shed. Guess this is shed part 2. All right, I'm sheeting this with 3/4 inch plywood. I ended up getting a good deal on it from a neighbor, so might as well use it. It's a little overkill, but it'll make this nice. Thought you guys would enjoy this. I fell off my ladder. It's pretty awesome. Had a lot of fun. Just a friendly reminder to buy good ladders. So I'm ripping some soffit on the table saw, throwing that up. Wife's helping me. We get all the fascia up and do all the drip guard, which is all underneath my tar paper. I did the tar paper first, but I needed 2 sets of hands to put some of this up. So just kind of working and doing what I can by myself. You're gonna hear in the next little segment, because I kind of just roll into a finished product. It's too hard sometimes to get the camera out, and I apologize for that. Get the camera out and work on this thing and just keep busting my butt, and sometimes the little windows, the little hour or two I get to do some of this. So here we are, finished product on the shed. Well, kind of finished product. It's not painted and the garage door is not up, but check this out. So I roofed it. I was gonna try to get a video up there, but dude, I tried, and it was mainly me just almost having heat stroke because it's been like 90 something. I'm coming home from work, shingling a little bit. It was just 12 bundles, but is this what you guys envisioned? Cute little shed. Now we got to go start on the lean-to. But then we can move out of this building and move out of that building and tear those down. Oh, bees everywhere. So wife's painting. Final product here. Got this Home Depot. Got all my cripples in. All right. Let me show you guys this too. I need to patch that and then drop the tool, and then start sweeping, and it just kind of crumbles. But the rest of this is what happens when you try to dry pour in the dark. But the rest of this looks okay. Probably need to build some kind of ramp for my riding lawnmower. So wife's gonna paint, and then we're on to the shed, or I'm sorry, the lean-to. We need to mow. So the next job will be that. Be that and all that. I got to change 2 sheets of T111 because they're rotten. And then hopefully I can borrow the neighbor's forklift and set that beam. To be continued. I already got a sheet off. Put this baby in hyperlapse. So again with the lousy ladders, this was fun working up this high, trying to rip this sheet off. I literally paused this, went and took a break, went over to my neighbor Joe who just moved in. This stuff was a little too heavy for my wife, and asked him if he could help me put these sheets up that I spent a bunch of time cutting, getting perfect. And I forgot to turn my camera on, which was quite the treat because it was a pain in the butt to put these up. So I apologize. I'm sorry, guys. Boom. Done. So got those things up. We did walk them into the sheet on the right a little too far, and so it was kind of tough nailing them. Joe was on the left side. I'm not faulting him, but just can't see everything. And it probably would have been better if I had better ladders out here. So got those all nailed up. You can see the green line across there. So we're gonna have to paint this. And then I'm gonna lay a new board across there for my stringers and my roof framing. But just like a lot of nails. All right, anyone that's worked with these pole barn posts, they're not dimensional lumber. So I bought these sweet caps on Amazon, and they're sealed like you can't really beat them on. So I had to trim the edge of all these posts. Wasn't that big of a deal. When I poured these concrete sections here, I measured up to the old unit that was there and wrote down my lengths. So I measured that everything was level. So I should just be able to cut all these to the right length and throw them up. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for with these new little brackets on. And then had to get my neighbor's forklift, which was a sketchy thing. I'll get into that. All right, I'm a little lousy at getting everything I wanted on video. So I'm gonna show you guys the lean-to. And my neighbor came over and helped me throw up the sheets. I forgot to turn the camera on. And then that was on Sunday. And yesterday on Tuesday, was out here setting this. So I threw up all these posts yesterday. It was like 90 something after getting home from work. And then I borrowed the neighbor's forklift, which only goes up 10 feet. And so it was a little short. So I put a metal container on the bottom of it and balanced the beam in the middle and did some sketchy stuff, which gets really missed out because if I had that on there, you'd probably think I was a moron. Lag bolted that into the wall, and I'm ready to set all my joists. There's about 17 inches of fall across 12 feet. So I'm going to end up roofing this with metal. So there's not quite enough grade, but these two sheets were rotten. So change those. I didn't want to leave rotten lumber up there and then put something that's going to hopefully last for a long time. So I'm hoping before the weekend I'd like to get this framed and sheeted, but we got soccer tonight, and maybe Thursday, Friday I could knock this out because I didn't think I would get all this done in an evening. So yeah, it's all square and level, and hopefully my bracing holds so I can get this framed and sheeted, kind of lock it in. But that's that. I'll try to do a little better. It's just hard doing all this by yourself. And I used my jank ladder to hold the end of the board, and then used clamps and stuff while I blew screws in there. And then I did layout on this beam on the ground, measured all the brackets, and then got all these leveled, and they pretty much hit all my marks. So that's comforting. It was a little tough. This beam's got a little wane in it. It's a 30-foot long 6x6. And anyway, I screwed into the studs here and got these things screwed in. These are 16 footers. So yeah, shed's done, that's done, and then I just got to prep the house for siding. Football practice starts on Monday, and then I'm 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. So it's gonna kind of kill progress here, but I need to get this stuff wrapped up before the good weather's gone. It just sucks because I don't know, we keep getting 90-degree weather, which is a little weird for Oregon. High 90s, so you get home from work and it's like 92 today. And I know a lot of places in the country that's normal or it's hotter, but here that's really hard to get home from work and feel motivated to go put in 5 hours in 90-degree weather. But anyway, I'm jamming, I'm doing the best I can. Race car, not much to say. I'll have to do another video about that. So anyway, I'll keep you posted, and then we'll just keep chipping away at this, and hopefully it'd be nice to knock this out before the weekend so we can go do something fun. See ya. All right, it was a little tricky trying to measure square from the house, the 5-4-3 method, but you can see that tail of that beam just kicks up, has a nice little wow. I try my best to straighten everything with clamps after the fact, but I don't know. Anyway, getting the beam perpendicular to the house, getting it parallel to the house, getting the trusses nice and straight, that's a little bit of a challenge. Especially doing it up on the ground because I'm by myself, and then of course it's going to change up high if the building's not square, which it's not. So just enjoy. I screwed brackets in on top of the beam. I use really nice brackets on the shop, and I kind of leave these, and of course you can see all this lumber is just shit. This beam up, the joists are twisted, and I straighten them as I lay sheeting, but you guys will see that. But what a nightmare. Just have some nice flat, true, untwisted lumber would be a real treat. All right, getting this thing decked. Got some metal roofing we're putting on. Been having to kind of twist these boards over as I go. So a lot of them aren't fastened down here on the beam, so I still got all my bracing. But I wanted to get another row of sheeting done before I try to work on those things. So stand by. All right, so I think this is going to be my last part of some house update stuff. Wife's getting that painted. I'm in the process of mounting that. It can't be opened. stripped all this crap off the house. My parents mostly stripped all the crap off this house. So this thing's getting ready for siding. I've had to patch some rot. This side's all cleaned off. Need to do new vents, which I did on the other side. And then way back there, that is all flat. Ready to move forward with the shop. Lean-to is done. So let's walk around here. It's like 100 today and yesterday. So it'll get hardy. I gotta fix some rot here. And then I just kind of threw this trim around here. It's gonna hang down lower, but I don't know what the reveal is on the siding down there. I just I had to cut a lot of material out to mount those. And I still got some of this to pull off. So, let me show you guys the lean-to. Got my parents' travel trailer parked in here, so this thing turned out okay. Got a little light up there. Can't even tell the siding that we replaced. Yeah, still gotta pull out all those things. But anyway, pretty nice. All right, smash that like button and subscribe.